Mr. Tam, Russia and Vietnam recently signed an agreement on the construction of a nuclear power plant in Vietnam. What does this mean for the country in terms of the economy and energy?
Yes, indeed, this was a major event for Vietnam and for relations between Russia and Vietnam. Recently, during our Prime Minister's official visit to Moscow, Russia and Vietnam signed intergovernmental agreements on the construction of Vietnam's first nuclear power plant. In my view, this is of enormous significance for Vietnam's energy system and for the Vietnamese economy, especially given the challenges of ensuring our country's energy security and Vietnam's economic development. These objectives were set out at our recent 16th Congress, which calls for double-digit growth in the coming period. But I would go further and say that energy security is a crucial component of Vietnam's national security, and, no doubt, for other countries as well. Recent events unfolding around the world only serve to confirm and reinforce this. Therefore, I believe this is of immense importance for Vietnam's energy security and for the development of Vietnam's economic sector.
Why was the Leningrad NPP2 specifically chosen as a model, and what advantages does this particular project offer?
Let me start by saying that the criteria for selecting the Leningrad NPP2 as our reference project are technology and safety. These are the two fundamental advantages we're building upon for our future plant. And I'll even say that this decision wasn't made just yesterday or today. There you go. Our specialists and engineers have been studying this issue for a long time, initially from 2010 to 2016. And we decided specifically to use the Leningrad NPP2 as the reference project for our first nuclear power plant in Vietnam. These issues and criteria were studied by our specialists, including those from our Institute of Nuclear Energy. The selection was made specifically based on these requirements and criteria.
In your opinion, how much does Vietnam need nuclear energy today?
You know, this issue is of pressing importance to us. It concerns the energy supply for the economy and for other aspects of the lives of our people and country. I'll just mention a few figures. Currently, the annual growth in energy demand in our country ranges from 8 to 10%. And the forecast for the coming period, that is the growth rate, will be 12 to 13% per year. By 2045, this demand will likely increase by another 15 times. Therefore, according to our estimates, the energy shortfall in 2045 will amount to 247.5 billion kilowatts. That is a significant shortfall. Although, of course, we are transitioning to various other types of renewable energy, including wind and solar, we still need another stable, reliable, and safe source of energy for economic growth and for other areas of national security. That is why we decided, with Russia's help, to build the country's first nuclear power plant.